Miss Toy. Knowledge, power, respect. Click the link and like. Knowledge, power, respect. How you thinking right? Knowledge, power, respect. Third eye bright. You'll see the light. You the key to life. Knowledge, power, respect. Click the link and like. Knowledge, power, respect. How you thinking right?
Yeah.
Knowledge, power, respect.
Sugar on Miss Toy.
Knowledge, power,
Get 'em.
respect. I'm the key to life.
KPR Network, go get you some game and catch them on the replay doing they thing. DJ Pudge, hey, wake with the bacon. Roll came to slay like every single day. Put some respect on our motherfucking names. We defeat them lanes in every damn lane. You can keep the fame, I'ma keep them all shook. Collaboration with the lovely radio, a good look. Hey, facts on top of facts, I keep them stacks on. Knowledge over everything, why you think we blaze on? Power to my melanin pack, it's 50 years strong. Respect to the queen, that's how we got this dope song. Mobbing in deep, timeless music lives long. Trending with the topic, staying in my zone. Pay close attention when we touch this microphone. Knowledge, power, respect, gon' keep they fucking mind blown.
Knowledge, power, respect, click the link and like. Knowledge, power, respect, how you thinking right? Knowledge, power, respect, third eye bright. You'll see the light, you the key to life. Knowledge, power, respect, click the link and like. Knowledge, power, respect, how you thinking right? Knowledge, power, respect, knowledge, power, respect, knowledge, power, respect. I'm the key to life.
I think it's magic. Oh, I think it's magic. Yeah, I think it's magic.
I got soul, and I'm super bad. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Rose, KPR Network. Welcome.
Pudge 55, all the way live. Congratulations to you, AP, baby, for getting that head coaching job of the Raiders.
That's right. We're going to low ride ourselves to a championship. Watch. Hey, it's your man, Oliver Baker, a.k.a. Big Boogie, also known as your mama's favorite stepdaddy. You dig? But just don't ask for no payment. What's happening, y'all?
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What we in? We in the third week of January.
Third week, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot going on too.
Yeah, we're still alive.
People, it's a lot going on in the spirit realm too, and the cosmos too. Pluto just moved into Aquarius. For those who are into that kind of stuff,
I did my fruits and flowers. I gave my fruits and flowers. Yep. So
yeah,
I'm into that. I projected myself into a new being. Yes, I did.
You know what? And I say when you talk to Pudge, you got to step into another dimension. Pudge is my shaman, and Ro is my oracle. You know,
that's right.
I like that. Well, let's get right on into it today, y'all. The spotlight today for Black History is the first Black lawyer, John Mercer Langston. He was the first Black man to become a lawyer when he passed the bar in Ohio in 1854. And he was elected to the post of town clerk for Brownham, Ohio in 1855. And he was elected to be the first African-American to public office in America in that same year. So shout out to John Mercer Langston. Salute to him and ancestor.
Oh, man. That was a great one, Ro.
Good one.
You know, while you were talking about that, I was just thinking about that time, right? Looking at it. And, you know, Pudge and I did some extensive stuff on that. And, this is slavery still, right?
Yeah.
And so, and then you got, the natives that were here at the same time. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was free. He was a free man, right?
He's a free man. Yeah.
Yeah. See? So all of us wasn't slaves. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of us that wasn't slaves. There's a lot of us that weren't slaves. That's the truth. There's a lot of us that weren't slaves. We were free men. We were in our
Yeah.
tribes. A lot of us lived in tribes.
We've been a tribal people from the gate.
From the gate.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's just tap into real quick to this Nikki Haley lady. You know, she's been buzzing lately because she has been saying that America is not a racist country, that it was never a racist country. Nikki Haley is a Republican presidential candidate.
Are you involved in a racist party?
No, we're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Our goal is to make sure that today is better than yesterday. Are we perfect? No. But our goal is to always make sure we try and be more perfect every day that we can.
And what's interesting is she is Indian, correct?
She is East Indian, I believe, yes.
And I believe she changed her name,
East Indian,
right?
Yes.
Because Haley don't sound like no East Indian name, so I think she changed her name.
No, she changed.
Her
She flipped her
first-
name. No, she changed. She got AKA. Yeah.
Yeah, her first name is, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Nimarata. Nimarata.
Get it. You got it better than that than me because I fucked it up.
And I don't believe that Haley is her original last name either.
No. Right.
But you know, to say that, I mean, maybe she's saying it because I don't know, she's never experienced it. She's on the lighter side, her lighter complexion.
No,
you know,
you saw it. You said it. You said it right there, bro. She changed. She made the decision to change it. Once she changed her name, she changed her whole shit.
Her whole identity.
Yeah.
That tells me because she wanted to identify as something else than who she is, and so therefore, it tells me racism worked on her so much that she had to change her identity. But go on.
I think it's really, for her to say this, and for anybody who believes this, it's really them gaslighting us. It's a form of gaslighting, actually.
Yes,
to say that this country is not racist is to basically say that these things that have happened in America did not happen. It's to say that the slave trade that took place coming west didn't take place. You know, it's to say it's just, listen, all the people who've been killed, and we know that it's been racially motivated by the police
and
lynched. I mean, we have to talk about stuff from, you know, hundreds of years ago to current.
Jim Crow.
That are racially motivated things. And to say that is just not cool. It's not cool. And I think that this is how a lot of them they want to say this, they want to believe this, they want to feel this because they don't want to deal with the guilt and the shame that they actually feel.
And this is why
not necessarily her, but again, she's in proximity to power, she's in proximity to whiteness. Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna say this silly shit. It's silly. It's silly.
Yeah, she should be disqualified for the ignorance that she
holds
displayed.
17%. Okay. She holds 17%.
Yeah, but the 17% taken away from whatever candidate that could be having those votes. That's important.
But it's DeSantis, her, and Trump.
Right.
Her spouse
I want all of that energy to go to Trump. That's what I want. I want all them Republicans to stand on it, stand on Trump. I want all of that, because I believe once Trump, once they say, okay, he's the clear nominee, people going to fall off because Trump only has about 20%.
I thought he had more than that for some reason.
20% of the country.
Now, have countries been...
But Trump still, his followers, he still has a big bubble of people that are still waiting for the verdicts. There's a lot of them are just waiting on the verdicts.
Right.
They're not mentioning those portion of people that are on on that bubble, and they're like, oh, they're waiting.
Yeah.
All 91 of them, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we already know he's a rapist. Let's get that clear. That's already settled. That's why that lady is getting more money because he slandered her afterwards, right? E. Jean Carroll, you know.
So why is he not doing any time? Why has he not been arrested?
Because that's a civil case, right? That's a civil case. And so they're just going to demand more money. I think it was 10 million. Now we don't know how many more million, because right after he left court, he went and slandered her some more, like 20 more times. I mean, he doesn't get the point, you know. He doesn't respect law, right? He doesn't respect the courts, the judicial system, or anything. So you're right, bro. When is he going to get jailed? He's got a good chance of being jailed, to me, in that DC court. Because if he acts like he did the other day in DC, it's gonna be a problem, because that's a criminal.
It's only gonna be in the DC court because remember, DC ain't a part of the United States of America. It's only gonna
that's Judge Chucking too, and that's a black woman.
I know, but exactly, but it's not. But DC is not a part of the United States of America.
Most people don't realize Washington, D.C. is not a part of the United States.
There are 3 corporations disguised as cities that run the world: District of Columbia, London, and Vatican City. London is not a part of the UK, and the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., is not a part of the United States. Vatican City is not a part of Italy. Together, they control politicians, courts, educational institutions, food supply, natural resources, foreign policies, economics, media, and the money flow of most nations, as well as 80% of the world's entire wealth. The Queen of England referred to the City of London Corporation as the firm, but it is known as the Crown. Washington, D.C. is not a part of the USA. District of Columbia is located on 10 square miles of land. D.C. has its own flag and own independent constitution. This constitution operates under a tyrannical Roman law known as Lex Fori. D.C. Constitution has nothing to do with the American Constitution. The Acts of 1871 passed by Congress created a separate corporation known as the United States and a corporate government for the District of Columbia. Thus, D.C. acts as a corporation through the act. The flag of Washington's District of Columbia has 3 red stars, the stars denoting D.C., Vatican, and London. Vatican City is not part of Italy or Rome. The Vatican is the last true remnant of Roman Empire. The State of Israel is also said to be a Roman outpost. The Vatican's wealth includes investments with the Rothschilds in Britain, France, and the U.S. with oil and weapons, owners of empire. The Vatican, the Crown, the District of Columbia. The City, London, Washington Monument, and Vatican.
Okay, so that's the only place where he's gonna get slapped on with some shit. Watch.
Well, it's a federal court.
That's what I'm saying. It's not, but it's not a part of any of us. That's their own. They're gonna put their own issue. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna handle it in their own way, because that's their world over there. It's like the Vatican in Rome. It's like
I hear you.
London. You know.
I got you. I understand that.
Well, you know, I'm waiting for this. This whole thing to me has been a shit show. And I feel like it's going to be a bunch of tower moments where you're going to see a lot of people just falling, more people falling in this whole thing, in this whole election. But hopefully, you know, people will listen. We need y'all to really get out there and vote, learn your districts, you know, local legislation, all that kind of stuff. It's very important. And
learn what they're teaching your kids. Around
but then even that, learn what they're teaching them, but then even that, step in and teach them what they're not teaching them, because there's so much that's not being taught.
Yeah.
And then they trying to implement a bunch of other mess into the school.
Request social studies back. Request things back.
Absolutely.
You guys are ice skating uphill, dog. When are y'all gonna start demanding shit? You guys it's your kids.
I can't even imagine if my kids were young in this day, and I would probably homeschool my children. I don't think I would even have them in school in these.
If I had kids, I would homeschool them.
Definitely would homeschool them.
I would too.
Yeah.
Because they quick to want to implement all this other stuff, sexual education as it pertains to, you know, the LGBTQ, you know. And to me, that just doesn't need to be a part of education. That's something that people can learn at home. That doesn't need to be a part of education.
That's pushing the
you know. Yeah. So, you know, And no shade to that community at all. It's just my opinion. It doesn't need to be learned in school. No more than any kind of sexual education. That stuff should be, all of it should be taught at home, to me personally. There's so many more important things, you know, that people need in life.
Yeah, the other day, representatives of Florida, which I was like, this is about the only thing coming up out of Florida that I maybe agree with, that they want to limit access to the internet, you know, or some social media to kids under 18. And I agree, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I agree. Like,
yes,
some
I
of this
agree with
stuff
that
is
too.
too much.
No, I agree with that because I know the propaganda from the places, people don't understand, these places that own most of these social media sites are not in our country, and they don't care about us. They don't care about this. They don't understand that China on their TikTok, they don't got booty shaking and shit on their TikTok.
That's right. They
showing them how to get
mathematics and science.
Yeah, they got two capacitors together and robots and shit. They showing you how to
building stuff. Yeah, that's true.
They give us sexy red.
Well, you know, that's the nature of America. That's the nature of this Western nation we live in. It's Babylon, basically. Anything goes, you know, and from my perspective, when it comes to that, limiting the access to the internet is because, you know, these children under 18, I mean, the internet and social media is very influential, right? It's influential for us. It influences us. It's grown people. So, you know, what I think too, what I've come to believe is you can be on it so much you can forget your sense of self. And already under age 18, that sense of self is being developed. And it doesn't need to be influenced by what's on the internet.
That's right, bro.
But it was already corrupted from the get-go because they ain't even playing outside when they were kids now. It's already corrupted. So by the time they get now, when they get to 18, they don't even know what a tree feels like. They don't know. A lot of them ain't even been outside. They really don't know. They walk by the shit. They ain't really been up against the shit. That's scary.
So what it teaches us to cower against adversity. You know what I'm saying? Not to push past, you know, what you feel as though is possible. Just a real quick example. I saw a video where the father was driving his son. You know, it was snow on the ground. It wasn't snowing, and he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to teach my kid how to earn. You know, we can make some money by shoveling snow." He was like, "We already shoveled our house. I don't want to shovel this white lady house. Woo woo woo. I want to go back in the house naked, lie up in bed, and play Xbox." That's what he wanted to do. You know what I mean? All day. Pops is like, he don't have no hustle.
So he tried to teach him some skills to get some money, right? Was he a black kid? This was a black family?
Kid. This was black father. Yeah.
Yeah, see.
In a nice area, you know, nice area, so you could tell that he's provided for. It's not like, you know.
Yeah.
But he's so used to getting. He's not working for nothing. You know what I mean?
And he can earn some real quick money. He's showing you that because, like been saying, I'm an electrician, and I tell everybody, if you have kids, get them in a trade, because why? If you start them in a trade at an early age, by the time they get to an 18 and 19, they could be having their own company.
You gotta stop creating these iPad babies and start creating these babies that have a skill set. This kid is gonna be so much further along than every other kid by the time he turns 16, because he's gonna have a trade and a skill that he can apply immediately. By the time he's 16, he can be making $50,000 to $100,000 a year just doing this as a side hustle. And when he turns 18, he can start his own business. And by the time he's 21, he can have a 6-figure electric and construction business. Let me know your thoughts.
Exactly. And even if they did want to, you know, if they decide to go to college, you know, do the university thing for 4 years, they've got that trade under their belt. They could still be working, hustling, doing that while still going to college, you know.
And do some
because
do
these are all
hard.
just tools. These are all just tools you put in your backpack to use. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well,
But
anyway,
we still need. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just going to say, I want to just shout out to our sponsors. Same team, you know, Black Clothes Designer, and who's the other one we got?
Sugar High.
Sugar High. Let me do it again. Yo, I want to shout out our sponsors. Same team, Sugar High, and Black Clothes Designer. You did.
That's right. Yeah. So I was going to say really quick, before we move on from that, damn, babe, what was I going to say? See,
I'm sorry.
I'm really about to be 50 this week, y'all.
Ro, you sure you ain't been on sipping on none of this, Ro?
Just that fast, I forgot what I was gonna say. But no, honestly, no, actually, it just came back to me. Yeah, those trades, you know, electrician, plumbing, you know, painting, what other trades are out there? Mechanics. You know, we need all of that kind of stuff because that stuff is always going to be needed, you know, in our communities, in your local community, you know. But see, we've gotten so far away from just wanting to do those things because we feel like it's nothing. The world and the internet and the social media has made it to where you have to be a content creator, you have to play ball, you gotta rap and all this time. And even those things have changed. Those things don't come easy. You know, you gotta build up a following and everything to be a content creator, even with podcasts. You know, a lot of people want to do podcasts now. We're doing our podcast, but you know, it takes time and it takes effort. You know, and so yeah, there's other things though that these youth can be tapping into, but you know, they're not glamorous. And this world wants to push this glamorous life on everybody and everything, and it makes this other stuff that's, you know, plumbing. It's not a luxurious type of career, but they pay good, and it's always going to be in need of. I can't see a robot taking over a plumbing position.
Nope. Believe me, if you know the places that I've been to put in the goddamn electric box, believe me, they can't get in there yet. Believe me, I know they can't do the shit. They can't put
and
a
it's
ladder.
It's always gonna be a man that's got to be there to place that material on that machine to create those parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those are interesting. Some of those parts are like almost handmade. You got almost like you got to almost hand make those parts. Some of the stuff that we make.
I believe that. But you had something going on about Mississippi.
Oh, well, Mississippi, we thought it was 251 bodies. Now it's over the 600.
Whoa! I started this investigation. Go look up the hashtag unclaimed family. I personally started this investigation. Now, let me pick myself down to a little guy. They have now discovered a logbook with over 600 names in it in that cemetery behind the police station. Oh, wait a minute. It's not a cemetery. It was a pauper field that the police just decided to turn into a mass grave. They have almost 700 bodies out there and didn't notify none of the family. And now they're telling the public that they logged their names and all of their information in a logbook, their ages and their race. But they couldn't take the time out to contact none of the family. 700 people are buried in a pauper field that's not a gravesite, that the police officer decided to just turn into a gravesite and just throw bodies in there. This is America. No surprise it's Mississippi, but you'd be surprised to learn that these are black officers doing this. And they've been burying people out here since 2008 and not notifying. So your family member that have been traveling through Mississippi that came up missing might be in this grave. Your family member that you haven't seen anybody missing near the Mississippi area or around, if you have a missing relative anywhere in this country, check this logbook. 700 names is in this logbook. Let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments, because these police officers, this police station, this city has some answers to give. 700 people, y'all? Damn. I can't drive without a license plate light, but they can bury people in the back of their police station and not notify their families. Yeah, make that make sense.
So this has been going on. The list that we were talking about before on the show was a different list. It was like more of a current list. There was they found a log that actually dated back to like 2008. With more
2008, and here we are in 2024.
Yeah.
So I mean, wow. So you mean to tell me since then they've been dumping bodies back there in this makeshift grave in back of this Mississippi? Is it a prison? It's a Mississippi prison, right?
Mississippi prison.
Or jail.
It's a jail.
A jail. Okay.
It's a jail. But either which way, it's just.
But it's not a makeshift. It's not hidden. Let's not get it confused.
No, it's not hidden. They're not even really buried. They said that from what I heard, it's real shallow grave. I mean, some of these
So it's not really like 6 feet deep.
No, this is shallow. Like they just threw some dirt on them.
Stop, because that's
I'm not playing.
Like
they said
a smell would be coming from that area.
But they said the hawks were circling. That's how they knew.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And they were picking at the ground. And if they're picking at the ground, that means they shallow.
Wow.
I'm glad you followed up on it, Pudge, because since that I had let it go. And you found
I follow up.
And you had alluded to, and I would apologize because you had alluded to, you was like, think of the police, think they the body. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm first 48. I'm like, wait a minute, this is it. This is where the meat and potatoes is. It's like this one body. That means the police. You're right. They know that these people were buried here from COVID, and they had those bodies there. But they had a whole stack of bodies, but they mixed it in with those bodies. So now this looks like, we had a whole bunch of COVID bodies. Then that's what they might be doing. Get it? Now you don't know what they're doing over there. On a big scale.
Man, the evils that men do, right? For position or to hold power or to hold position.
Exactly.
You never can tell what a person will do, and it's sad. Like, because what if that was your family that was missing or whatever? You'd be upset, to find out that they were in this pauper's grave, and your next of kin weren't notified.
Especially when the first one was when they find out that it was an off-duty cop hit the person. They put him in the shallow grave, and when they pick him up, he has his damn ID is still in his front pocket.
That's terrible, man. We gotta keep them families. I mean, so are the families being notified? Is anybody being told?
Oh, it's wide open.
It's a big story now.
It's a big story. Now it's big story. It's they really are suppressing it. They are really
now. Will these families, to me, because I would want. I mean, are they going to sue? Like, what are they doing?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything legal.
What are the repercussions of all of this, if any?
See, that's the thing. You down in Mississippi. You know, Mississippi is one of the 16 Confederate states. You know what I'm saying?
That's country.
And and that'd be the problem, right? Because there's no checks and balances with these type of people. You know what I mean? Out that way.
Out that way they go. Are you good? I'm good. Okay, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say these Confederate states. These are like, this is where our problem lies. You know what I mean? Louisiana, Virginia, Mississippi, Florida. South Carolina.
Remember, Mississippi is ground zero. That's where that was our
Arkansas.
That was our centralization for all our tribes.
Yeah.
The Creeks and the Cherokee.
Yeah. That's where our families. That's where
our families are all from.
Families come from Mississippi.
Everybody got family from Mississippi. Everybody.
We're all based in Mississippi. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why are we all based in Mississippi? I don't know anybody in LA that can't run for somebody that knows somebody in Mississippi.
Because we were there first. We were there already. We were tribes.
Already there.
Black tribes.
They already found four. They found 4 more pyramids on the Mississippi River.
What?
Yeah. They're popping up now. They're popping up everywhere. They're admitting the mounds are older than anything. Those are our people. The Native Americans admit it. They know. They're like, well, did you guys make those mounds? They don't know who made those mounds. So who made them? It's us.
Yeah, I think this pink people, I think they fabricated the slave trade a little bit much.
Oh yeah.
I think they fabricated a little bit much.
Well, the story is always told by.
It's actually a triangle.
Hunter.
It's not a slave trade circle. It's actually the triangle.
Yes.
Look, the story is always told by the hunter. The story is always told by the person who is supposedly the winner, right?
Yeah.
The loser doesn't really get to tell their story, or the hunted, especially if they're no longer here, if they're no longer alive. They don't get to tell their story. So, this is why these stories, we don't know what's true, because we don't know all sides.
They couldn't get rid of us. That was the problem.
Well, of course.
They need us. They can't get rid of all of us because we're the originals. That's why it's called type O blood. The originals. And that's why most Black people, you can go to the doctor and say, what's my blood type? They won't tell you.
Well, most of us, I think, are type O. I know my daughter is not O, which is interesting, but most of us are O.
Yeah, but she could be a star. She could be a star seed. She could be those are different like the upgrades from us, from the O's. We're the O's.
You know what? I need to find out mine. I can't.
Like his like a Bake's son. He's a star child. He's a different because you're here because he's an O. He's different.
We're gonna have to do a show where you tell us about the star child and the star seeds, because I don't know if all of our listeners and followers, viewers know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know much about it either.
But it's definitely important. So yeah, that's definitely something. And so real quick before we wrap it up, there was something going on with these Tesla vehicles.
Oh yeah, shoot!
I know there was like millions recalled, but you said it was even more than that.
Oh, they in the billions. Remember, there's billions of Tesla cars out there, owners out there, and the problem is, again, being an expert, being an electrician for over 20 years, you know that the first thing with a battery is batteries have a threshold of heat and cold. You can go high, it could be out in hot temperatures, it could be in low temperatures, but they have a low grade. Batteries decrease in colder weather.
Electric vehicles don't work as well in cold weather. Here's why. 1. Chemical and physical reactions inside the battery require more time when the mercury drops. The cold slows these physical processes down, and that cuts down the power available to the EV. 2. Unlike with cars powered by an internal combustion engine, EVs can't tap the motor's heat to warm the vehicle's interior. And 3, they may have trouble charging. If the battery is cold, it has to heat itself up before its charging speed can increase. And researchers found below freezing temperatures reduce the driving range to 70% on 18 popular EV models.
The colder the weather, the life expectancy, it cuts. Your batteries, that's why you see a lot of people now, they go out to their cars, and they can't start their cars because their batteries are out. Oh, what happened? It started yesterday. But you look at your thermometer, it was colder last night. Well, guess what? A Tesla car isn't all a battery. The whole damn car is a battery. So their threshold is 0. So anything minus 0, so any of those, if you was in that Arctic freeze, anywhere from Texas all the way to the New Jersey, and you have a Tesla, chances are your car didn't start the next morning.
Wow.
And you pay $70,000 for a paperweight.
Well, I feel sorry for the people that invested, that invest in that, brand, for 2 reasons. One, because of what DJ Puzz just talked about, and then 2, because of who the person that owns it, he gets the credit. I mean, I really can't stand
He's shitting bricks. No, he's shitting bricks right now. He's shitting bricks.
Yeah, but I just can't stand this guy because the reports that I have read about him, like shutting down satellites, interfering with government,
who are we talking
matters.
about? Musk?
Elon Musk. Yeah, he
Elon
does
Musk,
this type of stuff. Yeah.
That musty
And so,
nigga.
yeah, and then he, we know his background is South African apartheid, so I know he's a racist, arrogant son of a gun. So, like I say, for two reasons: just the people invested in a company that supports this racist, and that they lost, or they're going to have to. I don't know how are they going to sue and get their money, or what's going to happen.
I don't know. This is another one. This is another one where I just seen a lot of people, a lot of threads on TikTok, a lot of threads on the news of people just they calling in tow trucks to come pick up their cars and take back to the Tesla centers.
Hey, we should have a show on people because I know Erica got a Tesla. Hey, I wonder, but she's in Cali though.
Yeah, she's in Cali.
We need to talk to some people who have Teslas and find out. Hey, all of y'all who have Teslas, if you're watching our show, drop us a line and let us know what's going on and let us know.
If your Tesla is smoking, blowing up, tripping, driving off on its own, talking, call us.
Well, did you guys notice though that in the movie Leave the World Behind, that looked like it was these Tesla cars?
Did you watch it?
They looked like, huh?
Did you watch it?
I watched it. And did you see how all those cars had those what was it? Was it robots in there?
No, it's automatic.
Or were they just driving themselves?
All Teslas have an automatic drive app.
And I mean, they literally just drove off, crashed, And I thought that was
simply if you hack into their system, you can do that. They're showing
that was a trip for that to happen, and then you see it on this movie, and now this is happening with these cars. I mean, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Hey, Puss, tell everybody what to do, where they can hit us and all that.
_ KPR Network on Instagram, and then you can hit us up on KPR Network on here on YouTube.
All right, y'all. So that's our time. Hit us up about them Tesla's cars, y'all. If y'all got any Teslas, and let us know what you think. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think about the show. Where do you stand with the things that we've discussed today? Nikki Haley, the Republican Party. Where do you stand with that? We want to know.
Hey, Ro, and do they want to see me whoop Pudge in a debate? You know what I'm saying? Because he be talking all that talk. You know what I'm saying? He was cool today, but you know what I mean?
I was cool today.
Yes. All right, y'all. Vibe high out here, y'all. Peace.